Hey, in this video, we'll be changing the oil on a 2020 WR450F Yamaha. This is the same exact for all the Yamaha products for YZs as well. Hey, if you like this kind of content, product reviews, how-to videos, camping, go ahead and make sure you subscribe, click that like button, and don't forget to hit the bell to be notified of new content. Let's get started. Hey YouTube, this is Robert from Sherburne Outdoors. So I've been doing a lot of how-to videos lately. On this particular one, we're going to be just going through how to do an oil change on a YZ modern dirt bike. I have a WR450, exact same engine, exact same infrastructure, framing, everything as the YZ products as well. So this will be how we go through it. And so we'll go through how to get the oil out, changing out the O-rings on the drain plug, as well as the filters and the O-rings for that particular one, the rubber one that goes with it. And then we'll fill it up with oil and get it all ready to go for our next round. So typically I usually will go out and ride between 20 and 30 miles hard. A lot of high RPMs, and it can actually break down the oil. And these are really expensive machines. You want to make sure that your engine, your power plant, which gets you from A to B, is in as best condition as it can be. So I actually do run the Yamaha synthetic 100% lube, and then I use the Tusk oil filters that I buy off of Rocky Mountain ATV and motorcycle. Buy pretty much all my products from there. So we'll be going through this. I do run a 10W40 is what I typically run inside of this. And so I tell you what, let's go ahead and flip the camera around, get down to the drain plug, and let's get started. All right, so changing the oil really has three main steps. And step number one is we're going to take off this drain plug and get the oil out. Now I've got sitting down here below a drain pan that the oil will go into that I keep in my garage. Let's go ahead and take this off. This uses on a Yamaha anyway, this uses a 12 millimeter. You just easily turn it around and it gets going, and you can just kind of pop it out, get it loose. Oil is not going to drip out on you. So what I typically do is to get it going, then get it right here, and then just start turning it with my finger where it's just about to come out, because I don't want to make sure. Now you also need to make sure, some stands have a hole in them. I actually take it off the stand, put it on the kickstand, and just do it this way. And so now, just about there. And this is called the drain plug. And popping it out, actually oil looks pretty good coming out. And it just pops out. There's only about a little less than 3/4 of a liter of oil in here, so it's not a lot. It's going to drain out. You can see here I've got a drain plug. And one thing to note here is it does have a washer, and they do recommend that you change these when you do it. So we're going to take that one out. We're going to put this nice one in. I also buy these in large quantities at Rocky Mountain as well. So this is ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and stand up and rock the bike a little bit and go ahead and get this oil all the way out. It's draining pretty good right now. We'll just drain it out. Okay, all our oil is out, and so we're just going to put our plug back in. Going to slowly just get it in here and thread it back in, get it nice and started. No reason to force it. So this is very important that you get this plug in nice and straight and then snug. So I've got the new washer on here as well. So again, we'll take our 12 millimeter, pop it up, go here and just finish tighten this up. Get a good snug tight on here. We do want it not to move. All right, that is actually removing the oil. So now we got the oil out of the motorcycle. We're on to the next step. Okay, so now that we got the oil out, it's time to do the oil filter. Got two main pieces here. We got a O-ring that's going to go inside of our filter cap here, and then we got the actual filter itself. It's just, you know, your basic filter. It's got a hole here. This, you'll see where this goes on, and you got your outside piece and your inside seal gasp. So let's go ahead and take this off, and let's see what this looks like. This is pretty easy. This is just an 8 millimeter. Just get in there and get it off. It's standard across all Yamahas. Just go ahead and Go ahead and nicely break the seal real tight and get going. Not too long. All right, now we got that off. Let's pry this off. So this just pops off, and this was the O-ring I was talking about here. We are going to take a pick right here. This is just nice, easy, straight on the end. We're going to reach into the inseam here, and we're going to, sometimes you have to do this a couple times, kind of pick this out. So we're going to get this seal out, and then we'll put a new one in. Just have it ready to go so that when we are there, and these are pretty simple. We'll go ahead and take these out of the package. Again, I buy these in pretty large bulk, just so I've got them. And you just put it in the seal and work your way around, and it pops right in, and you've got a nice new seal here. Again, this is pretty important. So then you got your actual oil filter. We're just going to pull it out. And you can see it's pretty saturated. We'll go ahead and put it down here. And just I'll throw it away here in a few minutes. I'll recycle it with the oil. I kind of keep them all together. And if we look inside of here, you know, got some oil sitting around a little bit. Pretty basic stuff. One thing I like to do is usually there's a little oil still in the bottom here. I'll wipe some of that out and I'll put it around the interior here. And it gets a nice little seal around this because this is pretty dry when it comes out, and it'll cause it to stick a lot better. And then the second thing I do before we replace it is I do take a rag and get in here and get all this excess old oil out of the system. You know, because it'll just kind of sit here. Okay, so this can only go on one way because we got a hole right here, and we'll just push this right in. And just like we pulled it off, we're just going to push it back on. And it's pretty simple. Just fits into the hole like so. Get it on there nice and snug. And then we'll feed the bolts in. Go ahead and tighten it up. Nothing to it. Let's get all these guys on, get them threaded up, and then we'll tighten them down. And so I do use a Tusk Racing oil filter cover. I had a gray one before. Kind of wanted to add a little bling to my bike. Have a lot of blue colors. This is kind of nice. All right, let's go ahead and tighten this down. Hey, and this doesn't have to be super snug. Just get it on here. If you want to get to the right tolerances, you can look in the manual. I get it where it kind of kicks back a little bit and just give it a nice little extra tug. It's going to have pressure inside building up as well. And so that is the second step. What we're going to do from here is we're going to get the bike and throw it up on the stand, and then we're going to fill it full of oil for our third step. Okay, YouTube, we are to the last step, and we're on the left-hand side of the bike here, and we've got our oil fill area. I'll go ahead and pull off the cap here. And I keep it pretty simple. I just use a small engine filter that is put on here for a funnel. Pop it in here and kind of get the oil going and keep it, you know, just kind of keep it back. Again, I do use Yamaha full synthetic is what I like to use. I wish it was just 1 quart, that, you know, it's nice and simple, but I put some lines on here that we go to. It's just above this 300 millimeter mark that we do, or this 300 cc. All right, so let's just go ahead and pour it in, get it going. And again, this is a pretty easy task, and it goes in quick. So make sure you're watching. If you do overfill, you can also let some out into the cap at the bottom. But I kind of get it in there, get it going, kind of monitor where I'm at. Yeah, this is not I think a lot of people think changing the oil is a kind of a task that's just like, got to do it. But you know what? You do got to do it. When you're out in the woods and your engine breaks down because it's full of sludge, you'll wish you would have done this. So again, we pay a lot of money for these bikes. You know, you want to make sure you're filling the power plant with good stuff, and you're doing it pretty frequently. So again, I hear every 2 to 3 rides is what a lot of riders do. I do it every 2, religiously. So, and the other thing I meant to say when I first got into is the bike does come with a factory stock skid plate. I actually use an AXP skid plate, but you do have to take those off in order to get the oil out of the engine block. So at this point, our engine is full. we are good to go. And the last thing we'll do is put our cap back on. Again, this is pretty simple. You got your cap here. You don't have to replace the seal on it. Just get it on here, and then it actually does use a 19 millimeter. Let's get it here, pop it on, and just kind of get it snug. And now your oil is changed. Hey, if you like these kind of videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, click that like, and don't forget to hit the bell to be notified of new content. I appreciate everybody's time, and look forward to the next video.